There was a video that I did in my car where I was talking about how I had sex with, was it 3 men in a day,
yes.
and then I ended up getting a yeast infection.
Yes.
I came out pretty unscathed for just a yeast infection.
I beg your pardon. I beg your pardon.
Right.
Considering what I could have gotten.
Right. But did you think
Did I think about the ramifications
yes.
of telling people that I had sex with multiple men? Yes, I don't care. It's the truth. If you don't see me as a potential dating person, then great, one less heart to break. Leave me alone, and I'm gonna continue to live my truth.
But you do understand, Brittney, that's hard for a man. Look, like you said, public versus private. Now, if you and I having a conversation, and you're sitting here, we have a conversation, and you say, well, Shannon, I slept with this many men. Okay, that's one thing. That's between you and I. But to have that conversation, and then everybody, Sam, John, and everybody else knows it, that's a whole different ball game, Brittney.
That's fine with me. I mean, I feel that.
But see, that's selfish because all you're thinking about is you. What about him? He has got to be with you.
He has got to be with me?
No, what I'm saying.
He has the privilege to be with me.
Huh? It's a high bar to hurdle if she makes things that she's done public. I think you understand what I'm saying.
I don't think I'm asking for the impossible. You literally just said that exotic dancers, lawyers, whoever, you love who you love.
Right.
Who you're drawn to is who
right.
you're drawn to. The average person is not gonna want to make that jump. And that's okay, because I'm not talking to them. I don't need anybody average. I'm not average. There's nothing about my mentality that's average. I don't carry myself as average. I don't look average. I'm not mundane and forgettable, just like these other I stand for something. I get so much flack because there's this little box, and people want me to just like suck, shut up, make it OnlyFans. Let me finish though. They want me to go over here and just admit that I'm a gold digger, that I trap guys, and that I only care about money. But because I go so hard about true love, it's a mother problem.
I don't think people dislike her because she represents true love. According to her own admission, she's never had true love. I think people dislike her because her audience is mostly young women and she teaches them to use their sexuality to manipulate men. Young women are going to learn how to manipulate men in one or two ways. The first way is they can use their sexuality to take advantage of them. The second way they can learn how to manipulate a man is to inspire him to be better. So now he going into the office asking for a raise. He only been working there for 2 weeks because he got a woman at home that believes in him. She has the influence and she's articulate enough to explain to girls how she messed up and how they can avoid it. But she has too much pride. She has so much pride that she's not even willing to admit her mistakes were mistakes.
Because I like sex, like you?
Whoa, Britt.
Because I like sex? Britt. Because I'm curious?
We're mic'd up and we got boom mics.
I don't give...
No,
I don't care.
But I'm saying, you can understand why people will find that hard about true love because they're looking at it. True love is not what you're but what you're saying, what you're selling doesn't seem like true love.
What am I selling? What am I selling?
Well, I mean, when you go on and you're in your car and you say, well, I had sex with 3 men.
Some fun facts about my sex life. Sometimes it's non-existent. There was one time where I thought I was, being Billy Badass and I fucked 3 guys in a week. Had a mean yeast infection. That's not funny. But it wasn't funny. But looking back at it, I can laugh now.
It was just a mistake. She literally getting her fucking... literally getting dug out. Raw.
That was back in 2018, okay. By the way. Go ahead. Sorry, I mean to interrupt.
No man, no woman can outrun their past because all it does, it makes you tired when it catches up with you.
No, honestly though, I don't want people to forget. I don't believe you can delete your wholeness. I don't want to. I would not want a clean slate today. Because you know why? This whole journey for me has been learning.
Yes.
So if I'm judged for the way that I learned, then so be it. I don't need you guys to forget anything. I don't want you to, quite frankly, keep bringing it up. Keep talking about it. Because there's so many people that are so curious about me in private, but they don't have the balls to try it in public, and that's fine. You're not for me. I don't need a guy that's gonna keep my record of wrongs. I thought that's what the Bible said. That's y'all's favorite little...
I'm just saying, I don't judge. I'm not here
Don't keep no record of wrong.
No, but I'm saying, look.
Don't fault me for doing the best I could with the awareness I had. Right. So if a man doesn't understand that, because you just said a few minutes ago.
Yes.
A man can make that jump. Will he most likely? Probably not.
Right.
But guess what? who's for
But
me.
he's not for them.
Let me finish.
Okay.
Now, this is what I'm talking about. These are what we call hoe tendencies. Now, I ain't gonna lie, some dudes care about body count, but most dudes just care about hoe tendencies. You can't be an ex-hoe and be disrespectful. You can't be an ex-hoe and be proud that you was a hoe. That's like being fat and sassy. You gotta pick one. That's like being a broke man and complaining all the time. That's like getting a prostate exam from Captain Hook. It just can't happen. Now, if she came to a man correct and said, I know what you seen online, I was young, I regret that, I'm a totally different woman now, and treated that man with respect, even if he wanted to leave her because of her body count, it would be a little harder because she treats him well. This man is in the exact category of the man she says she wants, and look how she's talking to him on his own podcast. And that's why I always say, being a hoe come with hoe tendencies that you gotta unlearn. You can't be a hoe and be proud. A man can only take so much disrespect.
If I'm lying, I'm dying.
Who's for me?
Yes.
Who God, creator, source, universe, whatever you want to call it, who God designed for me, none of that shit matters. So I don't care about all these people yapping about what I'm not gonna get, because if I wasn't gonna get it, it wouldn't be on my heart. If I wasn't gonna get it, I would not be experiencing the dark side of this coin. And that's why the world will bear witness to true love. And they will become my footstool. And they will have to see this woman. This is my whole mission statement.
Okay.
I'm gonna tell the truth and still get everything I want. And they're gonna watch me. I don't have to play by your guys' rules. I do my way.
Are you okay with the way it's played out thus far?
Absolutely. I'm at peace with it. There's nothing I could have done differently. I'm not in
Oh, there's a lot you could have done differently. Stop saying that there's nothing you could have done differently. Stop it.
This is the way I was meant to do it. I don't question fate. I accept my fate. I accept my destiny. So if that means that it takes me 10 years for my Mr. Wonderful to come, then that's fine. I'm patient.
Nothing. You wouldn't change a thing about the way it's transpired.
No. For what? Because here's the thing about regret. If I regret things that happened, then that means I have to erase the awareness that I gained. And I would not trade this awareness. I would not trade going back to when I was 20, 18 years old. I would not trade a clean slate for the wisdom that I have. I have a well of wisdom. That's why when I speak, people are captivated.
No, to be honest, I only cover this story because it makes me hundreds of dollars, and it's a good example of what not to do. Outside of that, it's pretty boring. I'm gonna manifest my man, astrology, crystals, blah, 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 regular promiscuous women talking points. This whole notion that you don't have to change your behavior because God is just on your side is nonsense. God doesn't just give you things. He gives you an opportunity. God doesn't just give you a job. He gives you an opportunity to get that job. God doesn't just give you a man. He gives you an opportunity to get the right man. Blessings only come to those who are prepared, and if you're not ready to change your behavior, then you can miss your blessing. Let me know in the comments below if this video was a W or a L, and give me the HBO special as a help a brother out special. Hit the like and the subscribe button for more content. Till next time.